Hello everyone, I Shraddha Shinde welcome you all again to my channel Simply SAP. SAP FICO Learning Made Easy. I hope you all are doing well. Today we are starting with our demo session on knowing what exactly SAP FICO is and what are its submodules and how it is beneficial for a career-wise growth in your IT consulting world. So before starting with exactly knowing what SAP FICO is, we should first know what exactly ERP means. So I have covered the ERP introduction with you all into our earlier session. Still, we are going to revise it once. So let us move on ahead. So what is ERP? ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Most of you must have heard about it, correct? Yes. So Enterprise Resource Planning is a software system that integrates business areas such as financial accounting, human resources, production, sales and distribution. So ERP is a platform companies use to manage and integrate the essential parts of their business. Many ERP software applications are critical to the companies because they help them implement resource planning by integrating all the processes needed to run their companies with a single system. An ERP software system can also integrate planning, purchasing, inventory, sales, marketing, finance, human resource, and many more things. So, this is what is the introduction of ERP, but you should also have an information about what does ERP do? What is the exact work of ERP? So ERP application also allows the different departments to communicate and share information more easily with the rest of the company. It collects information about the activity and state of different divisions, making this information available to other parts where it can be used productively. ERP applications can help a corporation become more self-aware by linking information about production, finance, distribution, and human resource together, because it connects different technologies used by each part of business. An ERP application can eliminate costly duplicates and incompatible technology. The process often integrates accounts payable, stock control systems, order monitoring systems, and customer databases into a one system. So this is what is the work of ERP. So who are the solution providers of ERP? This might be a question from your side. So some familiar names are leaders in SAP ERP software. Oracle Corporation originally supplied a relational database that integrates with ERP software developed by SAP before entering the broader enterprise market in a big way in early 20s. Microsoft has long been an industry leader with many customers using multiple software applications from the company. As cloud-based solutions have grown in popularity in recent years, traditional ERP industry leaders have seen challenges from upstarts such as Bizovi and Workwise. So let me elaborate this thing with an example. Let's take an example of Cadbury company. So Cadbury, a global confectioner and maker of the popular chocolate Cadbury, also successfully implemented an ERP system. The company had thousands of systems but could not keep pace with its rapid growth and used ineffective warehouse management systems. It implemented a system that integrated its thousands of applications, standardized processes, and restructured warehouse management systems, breaking down silos for seamless integrated coordination of the work. So this was all about ERP. I hope you have understood it. Let's move on forward and know what exactly is SAP. Okay. So even this I have covered it in earlier session. We will again see what SAP means. So SAP stands for System Applications and Products in Data Processing. I hope by now you are familiar with it. SAP is one of the world's leading producers of software for the management of business processes, developing solutions that facilitate effective data processing and information flow across organizations. So you must also know that SAP was founded in 1972. I repeat again, 1972. The company was initially called System Analysis Program Development. Later, it was abbreviated to SAP. Today, the company's legal corporate name is SAP SE. SE stands for Societas Europea, a public company registered in accordance with the European Union Corporate Law. Since then, it has grown from a small 5% endeavor to a multinational enterprise headquartered in Waldorf, Germany, with more than 105,000 employees worldwide. So this is what all about SAP. Now let us move on and know what exactly is SAP FICO. So SAP FICO, the full form of it is SAP Finance and Controlling. We call it as SAP FICO. SAP FICO is a module of SAP ERP which is used for financial reporting both externally and internally. The objective is to record all the financial transactions that are posted by an entity and produce financial statements that are accurate at the end of the trading period. So I hope I have made it clear. So SAP FI is made up of SAP FICO submodules. Okay, there are some submodules in SAP FI and SAP CO. Both the submodules are different. The submodules that are often used are accounts receivable, accounts payable, asset accounting, general ledger accounting, and bank accounting. These all submodules are related to SAP FI. All the submodules are interlinked and integrate in real time. A trial balance can be extracted at a time and it will always balance because all the submodules are connected. The diagram below shows the integration between FICO SAP modules. I will show you the diagram. Over here you can see we have SAP FICO. Under that we have these two parts, FI and CO. These both are different. Previously FI and CO were together. Now they are different modules. So under FI we have submodules such as general ledger, accounts payable, accounts receivable, bank accounting, asset accounting. Under CO we have submodules such as cost element, activity based accounting, cost center accounting, profit center, internal orders, etc. etc. So let's go one by one and know what these submodules are. So over here, the first submodule under FI is general ledger accounting. Okay, so what exactly general ledger accounting does? General ledger accounting allows the analysis of all the accounting entries of general ledger. It regroups at the same time the data of the accounts receivable, accounts payable, fixed assets, management control, articles, treasury through balance reports profit and loss analysis, etc. All general ledger accounts that are used for reporting are managed through general ledger accounting. Remember this. In SAP, a set of all general ledger accounts used by a company or a group of companies is called chart of accounts. Now, you might not have heard about this chart of accounts and every this technical word, but yes, whenever you will use the system and whenever you will work on the system in a real-time basis, you are going to do all this configurations and master data things. You have to perform it on your system. That time you will be getting a better idea about this. These are the accounts. This chart of accounts are the accounts that will be used for the preparation of financial statements. Most of the transactions are recorded in submodules and they are reconciled with the general ledgers in real time. Transactions that can be done in general ledger accounting includes journal vouchers, which are posted to adjust or correct the transactions. Reversals can also be done from general ledger accounting. We can do the document reversals in general ledger accounting. Balances in general ledger accounts can be displayed and trial balances can be extracted from the system. So this was again all about the first submodule of FI, that is general ledger accounting. Now let's move on and know what is accounts payable submodule. Accounts payable is a submodule that captures all the transactions with vendors and manages vendor accounts. Separate vendor accounts are maintained, and when transactions are posted in customer accounts, reconciliation accounts in general ledgers are updated with the figures in real time. Transactions in accounts payable includes invoice posting, credit memo posting, down payments, invoice payments, automatic payment program, which is an important process, that is we call it as APP run, and executing vendor reports. I hope I have made this clear about accounts payable. We will next move on to our accounts receivable. Accounts receivable in SAP FICO is a submodule that captures all the transactions with customers and manages customer accounts. Separate customer accounts will be maintained, and when transactions are posted in customer accounts, reconciliation accounts in general ledgers are updated with the figures in real time. Transactions in accounts receivable includes invoice posting, credit memo posting, down payments, invoice payment, dunning, and executing customer reports. So whenever I will say about the module of accounts payable, you should remember that it includes all the things related to vendors, and in accounts receivable it includes all the things related to customers. Now what is the next submodule? We have the next submodule as bank account. So bank accounting captures all transactions with the bank. Bank reconciliation is done to reconcile all transactions recorded on bank statements, comparing them to transactions in the system. All SAP FI submodules are integrated and transactions are updated in real time, which means accurate financial statements can be extracted from the system at any time. So I hope I have made this also clear in an easy way of explanation. Now the next and the last submodule of FI is asset accounting. Asset accounting, again, it is a very important submodule. Asset accounting in SAP FICO manages all the transactions related to assets for an entity. So when transactions are posted in asset accounts, reconciliation accounts in general ledger, they are updated in real-time basis. Transactions in asset accounting include asset acquisition, asset retirement, asset sale, asset transfer, asset revaluation, and asset depreciation. Okay, so over here, after asset accounting, One more module is there called funds management. So you should have an information about that submodule also. So I will provide you with some information related to funds management submodule of FI. SAP's funds management is another subcomponent under FI module. As the name, it helps the organization to manage what? To manage the funds. It helps the companies for proper budgeting and avoiding overrun budgets. Funds management integrate with many modules like general ledger accounting, bank accounting, materials management, etc. to get the complete funds data. It checks all the transactions like where from receiving the funds and where is all the funds expenditure occurs and which are the funds to receive in future. Based on this data, organizations can plan and create their forecasting budgets and can utilize their funds in a better way. So even SAP Funds Management includes some tables like KBLP, FMDEC, RGT. So these are the tables that I will not get into much technical part. You will be understanding it whenever you will be working on the systems. So let's move on ahead and know what are the submodules of CO. We are done with FI submodules. Now we will see CO submodules. So controlling contains detailed expense and revenue data to provide information on the use of elements of production and services provided by the enterprise. So first submodule under CO is cost center accounting. So cost center is the area of responsibility where costs are incurred. Cost center represents one of the small units of responsibility within an organizational structure. In cost center accounting, operational expenses are captured by three separate master data objects such as cost centers, activity types, and statistical key figures. Cost centers are maintained within a hierarchy which is representative of the implementing company's internal reporting or accountability structure. The hierarchy development is central to all cost accounting reporting within the controlling module. The important functionalities within cost center accounting are the ability to process, allocate quickly through the assessment and distributions. As standard hierarchy plays important role, so all cost centers must be assigned to a standard hierarchy. So how we do this? Even you will be learning it whenever you will be working on your systems. First we create cost elements and then we assign the cost elements to the cost center. We can also use different allocation methods for allocating the collected cost of the given cost centers to other controlling objects. So the next submodule, this was all about our cost center accounting. The next submodule falls under CO, which is very important, is product cost controlling. We also call it as COPC. What it does, it allows analysis of production prices, costs and revenues of a service, analysis of added value, detailed production costs, estimation of total cost, split cost by component. So this was all about product costing. Now we have the third submodule, which is very important again, is profit center accounting. Profit center accounting lets you determine profits and losses by profit center using either period accounting or the cost of sales approach. It also lets you analyze fixed capital and also it is called statistical key figures. Consequently, you can calculate all the key figures commonly used in cost accounting. It lets you determine profits and losses using either period accounting or the cost of sales approach. By assigning balance sheet items to the profit centers, you can analyze your fixed assets by profit center, thus using them as investment centers. This makes it possible to expand profit centers to investment careers. Every profit center is assigned to the organizational unit called controlling area. The profit centers in a company code belong to a standard profit center hierarchy that is also assigned to a controlling area. So this was all about profit center accounting. We also have internal orders, profitability analysis. All those are very technical things. Those things you are going to learn in your technical part whenever you will start it. Now let's quickly go ahead and know the difference between SAP ECC and S4HANA. So these are the two versions. Most of you might have the question like, ma'am, in which version should I complete my certification? My ideal advice for you all is you should complete your certifications in S4HANA, as it is a updated version, and you will get a better exposure if you complete your certifications in S4HANA. So let us first know what is the difference. So this particular chart over here shows several of the key differences between SAP ECC and S4HANA. Let's dive a little deeper by spotlighting the 5 biggest differences below. So first is database. SAP ECC can run on third-party database like Oracle, MaxDB and IBM. SAP S4HANA can only run on SAP HANA, an in-memory modern technology. So, in simple words, ECC is a database which runs on Oracle, HANA, MaxDB, MS SQL, etc. And S4HANA is run on its own server, that is HANA. Okay, so let's move on to the next difference. Separate customer and vendor files, co-joined business partner files. So SAP ECC maintains separate customer and vendor files, even in those cases where an organization partners with a company for both functions. SAP S4HANA, whereas SAP S4HANA, what it does, it combines common data structure elements into a business partner record. The next one is merger of controlling and finance. So in SAP ECC, FIGL accounts are mapped to CO primary cost elements. Whereas in SAP S4HANA, the structure of the universal journal is used to store both GL account and cost element. The next difference is new general ledger. So SAP ECC can run either on a classic GL structure or the new GL structure. Whereas SAP S4HANA uses only the new GL, which is technically very similar to that of new GL in ECC. However, the new GL's functionality is required in S4HANA and is prerequisite for a new asset accounting. Next one is rebates. So customer rebates through existing SD rebate processing in ECC have been replaced by settlement management through condition contracts in S4HANA. So these are some differences of SAP ECC and S4HANA. Ideally, I will suggest you all to complete your certifications in SAP S4 HANA, so that you will get a knowledge about SAP Fiori as well. I hope I have made this clear. Let's now move on ahead and see the different types of SAP projects. So here you can see different types of SAP projects. First one is SAP implementation project, second is SAP upgradation project, SAP customization, integration, rollout, optimization, support and maintenance projects, SAP cloud migration projects, industry solutions. So these solutions are used by organizations to manage various aspects of their operations, such as finance, sales, procurement, manufacturing, and human resources. SAP project encompasses a variety of initiatives aimed at implementing, customizing, or enhancing SAP software to meet specific business needs. So let us first start with our SAP implementation project. What is it? This type of project involves the initial installation and configuration of SAP software to replace or integrate with existing systems. It includes activities such as system setup, data migration, process mapping, and training. So this is again an important project. If you get this project, if you get to work on this project, you are a very lucky person, I can say. Next one is SAP upgradation project. So what is it? An upgrade project involves migrating an existing SAP system to newer version or release. This may involve technical upgrades, database conversions, and adjustments to customizations of or interfaces. Next one is SAP customization project. What it includes? Customization projects involve tailoring SAP software to meet specific business requirements. This could include developing custom reports, forms, workflows, or modifying existing functionality. Next one is SAP integration project. Integration projects focus on connecting SAP system with other applications, such as customer relationship management, that is, we call it as CRM, supply chain management, SCM, or business intelligence, that is BI systems. The goal is to enable seamless data flow and process integration between different systems. So now let's look at the next SAP project, that is SAP rollout project. So a rollout project involves deploying SAP software to additional locations or business units within an organization. This typically follows a successful implementation at a pilot site and involves replicating the solution to other sites with necessary local adaptations. Next one is SAP optimization projects. Optimization projects aim to improve the efficiency, performance, and usability of existing SAP systems. This can involve fine-tuning configurations, streamlining processes, and implementing best practices. Next one is SAP support and maintenance project. These projects involve ongoing support and maintenance activities to ensure the smooth operations of SAP systems. This includes monitoring system health, applying patches and updates, resolving issues, and providing user support. Next one is SAP cloud migration. With the rise of cloud computing, organizations may undertake projects to migrate their SAP systems from on-premises installations to cloud-based platforms like SAP S4 HANA Cloud or SAP Business by Design. And the last one is SAP Industry Solutions. SAP offers industry-specific solutions tailored to sectors such as retail, manufacturing, healthcare, and banking. Projects in this category involve implementing these specialized solutions to address the unique requirements of specific industries. So this was all about the different types of SAP projects. After your certifications, after your learnings in SAP, your trainings are completed, whenever you will be deployed on any project, the projects will be from these types of projects. It can be an implementation, it can be an upgradation project, it can be a let's say support and maintenance project. So that's why I have explained you what these different types of projects are and what kind of work will you be asked to be done by your organization. So next one, let's move on further now and see SAP system landscapes. So what are the different types of SAP systems? Okay. So the first one over here you can see is deployment system, second is quality system, then is production, and last is sandbox. So let us see in detail about these systems. So SAP, the system landscape refers to the overall structure and organization of SAP systems within an organization. It encompasses the different environments and systems used for various purposes such as development, testing, and production. Typically, an SAP system landscape consists of following components. Those are development system, quality system, production system, and sandbox system. So let's first view about development system. Development system, this is where the development activities takes place. It is used by developers to create and modify SAP applications, customize functionality, and develop new features. It is isolated from the production environment to prevent any impact on live business processes. Next one is quality system. We can also call it as quality assurance or test system. This system is used for testing purposes. After development in the development system, the changes are transported to the quality assurance or test system for rigorous testing, including integration testing, regression testing, and performance testing. It helps ensure that the system changes do not have any adverse effects on the production environment. The next one is production system. This is the live environment where actual business operations takes place. It contains the real-time business data and is accessed by end users to carry out day-to-day business processes. It is the most critical system and requires careful maintenance and monitoring to ensure smooth operations. And the last one over here is sandbox system. The sandbox system is an optional component in the SAP system landscape. Basically, this is used for your testing purposes. So it provides a safe and isolated environment for experimentation, training, and learning. It is often used by developers or functional consultants to explore new functionalities, test new configurations, or simulate business scenarios without impacting the other systems. So whenever you will be on your trainings, you will be provided a training system that will also be a sandbox system, so that you can test your configurations or you can do some experimentations into the system. So these are a few examples of different types of SAP system landscapes. Now we will move on ahead and see what are the phases of projects in SAP. So the first phase over here is project preparation. So what is project preparation? This phase involves defining the project scope, objectives, and deliverables. Key activities include identifying project stakeholders, conducting feasibility studies, and creating a project charter. So the next process or the phase of the project in SAP is blueprint. We can also call it as planning phase of project in SAP. So in this phase, the project team develops a detailed plan to guide the project execution. This includes defining project tasks, estimating resource requirements, creating a project schedule, and identifying risk and mitigation strategies. The planning phase also involves gathering requirements and documenting business processes. The next one over here is realization. We all have to do all the testing activities into this phase. All the unit testing, integration testing, every testing is done into realization phase. Then is the preparation phase. We can also call it as final preparation. So there are some activities in financial accounting before going live, such as carrying forward the balances, GL balances, AP balances, AR balances, and it involves giving end user trainings to the clients. So all this we do in preparation stage. Then is go live and support. The go live phase marks the official launch of SAP solutions. After doing all these phases, like going through all these phases of project preparation, preparing a blueprint, then doing the testings, then doing the final preparation, you have to go live and give the support to your client. So the go live phase marks the official launch of the SAP solution. The system is made available to end users and support processes are established to handle any issues or questions that arise. Ongoing support and maintenance activities continue after the project is completed. So this was all about the phases of projects in SAP. Now we will go ahead and see a career graph for SAP consultant. So how exactly, a career graph looks like for SAP consultant. So the first stage over here in your career graph as a SAP consultant is entry level or junior consultant. As a fresh graduate or someone new to the SAP field, you would typically start as an entry level or junior SAP consultant. At this stage, you may be assigned to support projects and work under the guidance of more experienced consultants. You will begin to learn the fundamentals of SAP system and gain exposure to different modules such as SAP FICO, that is Finance and Controlling, which we are seeing right now, or you may get exposure to SAP MM, SAP SD, depending on whatever module you are selecting. Then is the functional consultant, or we can call it as associate consultant. After gaining some experience and expertise in a specific module, you can progress to the role of a functional consultant. As a functional consultant, you will work closely with the clients to understand their business requirements, analyze processes, and configure SAP systems to meet those requirements. You will be responsible for designing and implementing solutions, conducting system testings, and providing end user training. Then the next one comes up as senior consultant. So with several years of experience and a deep understanding of SAP modules, you can advance to the role of a senior consultant. As a senior consultant, you will take on more complex projects and have a higher level of responsibility. You will be involved in leading project teams, providing guidance to your junior consultants, and acting as a subject matter expert in your area of specialization. You may also engage in pre-sales activities such as, let's say, preparing proposals and presenting solutions to potential clients. Then the next one is solution architect, or we can call it as lead consultant. As you gain extensive knowledge and experience in multiple SAP modules and their integration, you can progress to responsible role of a solution architect or leader consultant. In this role, you will be responsible for designing end-to-end solutions, overseeing project implementation, and ensuring alignment with the client's strategic goals. You will collaborate closely with some stakeholders, project managers, and technical teams to deliver successful SAP implementations. So the next one is project manager or delivery manager. At the top of the career ladder for SAP consultants, you may transition into project management or delivery management roles. In these positions, you will be responsible for managing large-scale SAP projects, including planning, resource allocation, budgeting, risk management, and client communication. Your project focus or your main focus will shift from technical expertise to overseeing the overall project delivery and ensuring customer satisfaction. Then the next one in the line of career graph for SAP consultant is consulting practice lead or a partner. Some SAP consultants may aspire to reach the highest career graphs of their career by becoming a consulting practice lead or a partner in a consulting firm. In these leadership roles, you will be responsible for managing the entire SAP consulting practice, driving business growth, nurturing client relationships, and setting the strategic direction for the organizations in SAP consulting services. It's important to note that the career path can vary depending on individual circumstances, such as organizations you work for, your specializations, and your personal goals. Continuous learning, staying up to date with latest SAP advancements, and acquiring relevant certifications can significantly enhance your career prospects as an SAP consultant. So this is what all about the career graph of SAP consultant. Now let's move on and see the eligibility criteria for SAP consultants. So the eligibility criteria is for MBAs, MCAs, CAs, ICWs, graduates, postgraduates, and working professionals can enter into an SAP market. So over here you can see all those criteria which I have mentioned, and you can take the modules according to your specializations. I hope I have made this clear, and I hope you have seen all this. Now I will just show you, or we will just take a look over SAP logon system. So this is the SAP logon icon. Whenever you will get the you will get your system's access, the icon which you are going to see on your desktop is SAP logon icon. And then whenever you will double click on this, you will be able to see this particular interface over here, where the client is 200. You have to give your username, you have to give your password, and this particular things will be set up by the system administrator. So you just have, they will just provide you the username and password. You just have to enter it over here. So what is this client and how exactly the inside things takes place, it will be shown in your training lectures. So for now, this is all for you. I hope I have made. So if you all have any queries regarding this course, you can comment your queries in the comment section below. I will definitely try to resolve them as quickly as possible. Till then, stay tuned with us for more such informative sessions related to SAP Finance and Controlling course. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel and help us to spread awareness to every single student who aspires to be a successful SAP consultant. Thank you very much.